To set lead off, I'm going to go up to the top. This is up to strike. This is just because there's a little seesaw effect. And then I'm going to take my gauge keys, and I've got a thinnest white one and a thickest white one. The thinnest is about a 1/16, the thickest is about 1/8 of an inch. That's my treble setting, that's my bass setting. Each time I go through this, I go exactly to the same place. So it's just a matter of, there's the treble. And there's the bass. Now I'm set up for the whole piano, of course. Can go from one end to the other, doing my let off. This let off references the actual height of the strings. So, and that is the real reference. That's what blow distance is in relation to, let off and drop are in relationship to, aftertouch. You know, all of these things relate to strike, three-dimensional location of strike. This I'm doing by a memory of what I know to be a good place for the drop to drop to. Not too close, not too far away. And these are pretty darn close. Go on tool, there you go. I now have the ability to go through let off, let the drop happen, and then go through aftertouch. And for that, I back this up again so that I can tell if my aftertouch is too deep or if it's falling short. And I just get my eyeball in a parallel plane. All right. So my gauge of the right amount of aftertouch has to do with an appropriate, it's about 1/16 of an inch drop, and then the follow through takes it back up to let off, but not beyond, to the extent that let off is to clear the displacement of the strings as they're being played. You don't want your aftertouch to take the hammer back into a place where it could be interfered with or interfere with the strings. Okay, so I back this up a little bit so that I sight along the top of the hammer and the bottom of the template. Wherever you saw that rise to originally and let off, it's now going further than that. And I'm going to take a guess as to the size punching to put under there. And that's pretty darn close. Actually, maybe a little bit less. So I'm going from 20 thousandths down to 15 thousandths. So it's maybe a little slower than using a dip block. You still have to deal with the sharps. So in this way of doing it, you're dealing with the sharps exactly as you deal with the naturals, which is by aftertouch. In the end, you're doing two operations at once, too. You're doing both dip and aftertouch. So I think in the end it's faster. And hones you in on a result of greater integrity. And please like, subscribe, or follow the link in the notes to my website.